We're happy to answer any questions.
Sure. Are you the secretary? We don't. Okay. I know that. I know the council has some more. He has some questions, and I know there's a lot of residents here today, so I will hold my questions and yield to you. But this was a great presentation, and I'm very familiar with the community guys, particularly in my neighborhood. I think it's a good opportunity for comments. There was some good process, but I know that the council has some questions. I do have some, so I will yield to the district council.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I too am anxious to hear from the residents, but there were a number of statements made in the presentation that I think needs to be clarified. Starting with the selection of the sites. Were there any abutters who were consulted prior to selecting any of these 4 sites, and if so, who?
Prior to the selection, no, there were not.
All right, the answer is no. Now, have you tested any of the 4 sites, and if so, what's been the results of the testing?
Testing the soil?
Yes.
No.
And why wouldn't you test the soil? And for the record, you have to introduce yourself, your name, your address, and your title.
My name is Jay Lee, I'm the Assistant Director of Construction. Sorry. My name is Jay Lee, I'm the Assistant Director of Design, Construction, and Open Space at Department of Development.
Please speak into the mic.
Sorry.
Just your name, your residential address, and your title.
My name is Jay Lee. I live at 219 Walter Street, East Midport, and I'm the Assistant Director of Design and Construction. We are following best practices. The City of Boston is pretty much composed of urban fill. There's a lot of historic uses for why sites in Boston would be contaminated or have high levels of lead or other contaminants, contaminants. The practice we're using is a conventional practice used on most of the community gardens in Boston. We have now, Boston has the largest number of community gardens in the country. It's a practice that's been tested and tried over time, and it's been proven to be successful so far. We've actually had Wendy Bernays and Paul Locke from Mass DEP and Wendy Bernays from New School of Public Health come in and actually discuss the method and the reasons why and the sort of risk assessments that are around this method. And
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jay, but in the interest of time, I am anxious to hear from the residents. One of the benefits of serving as long as I have is I have a little bit of institutional memory. And it was D&D many years ago that proposed to build some housing units along, I believe it was Calendar Street. And I insisted that the land be tested, and that was resisted by D&D at the time. And the community residents came forward and noted that there was a fire station located at one of the proposed sites for housing. And that it's possible, I'm not a scientist, I'm not an engineer, but it's possible that there were tanks containing fuel still buried in the ground. And for months we went back and forth and D&D refused to test. Until finally they relented, and what did they discover? Tanks buried in the ground. Okay, and they're going to build a house on that site. Because they found that tank, that part of the proposal was scrapped, as it should have been. So my question once again, I'm here for the public. Why not test the soil? And if you're still refusing to answer that question because of best practices, can you tell us if it's possible that the geotextile could be penetrated one way or another? Of course, the farming process or rodents or other issues.
I'd have to defer to other people process for approval.
Kind of appeal will testify if you have experience. This is not a.
You should go this way. Both of you.
Paul Block.